Hey, my love, this is your girl CoriLuv of the CoriLuv Show. I have the pleasure of speaking with Dr. Adrienne Horn, and y'all heard that, Dr. Adrienne Horn. So I'm going to call you the poetic pharmacist. I don't know if anyone ever called you that. But when I looked at your bio, I was so amazed that you have a writing services, and you've always had the love for words, so you are a poet and a pharmacist. Now, how does that work together?
Okay, well, I started writing when I was 14 years old. It's always been a passion of mine. Poetry is kind of like my first love. Unfortunately, when I was a teenager, my parents got divorced, and I used it as an outlet. And then when I joined a poetic community called the Black Poetry Cafe, I earned the name of Hallmark. And so I was like, well, shoot, I must be pretty good then. And then I just kept writing. I've always had a passion for medicine because I was a bit of a sick baby growing up. And so it always fascinated me that I could take medicine and it just made me feel better, right? And so that's always stuck with me. So I ended up going to Florida A&M. I majored in pharmacy. I minored in English, and then I graduated and I was licensed, and I got my first job right here in South Florida. Working at a non-sterile compounding pharmacy on Miami Beach, living a life. And after about 18 months, I got a message basically saying that they were going to let me go. And I had a daughter who was getting ready to turn 1, and it was just like, what in God's name am I going to do? And so I had to figure out something. I was filling out the applications, I was interviewing, and I would get interviews, but nothing would stick. And so I was like, one day, this light bulb just went off. Hey, you know how to edit. You got a whole minor in English. And so I just put a random post on Facebook. Hey, if you need an editor for your poetry or anything like that, just hit me up and let me know. And the inbox messages kept coming and coming and coming. And from there, it just grew into what it is that I have. And so now I have a full-fledged editing service that is essentially my baby. It's my heart.
And what's your motto? Because I saw that. Tell them what's your motto. Because she has a motto that really caught my eye as well. And I was like, yeah.
My motto is where editing is done right. And the reason why I chose that is because being a part of the literary community, there are so many people who get burned. I say that loosely, but they spend thousands of dollars looking to become published, and they spend all of this money and they don't have anything. Or they spend all this money and they have something published, but it's not right. And so I pride myself on making sure that I provide top-notch services, high-quality professional services to people, because they spend their hard-earned money for it. And although I do have the business, I also work a 9-to-5 just like so many other entrepreneurs. So I know what it's like to put your money into something and not get your money's worth. Even in business, I've been burnt. You know, you put your money into other small businesses and then it's just like, well, where is this? Right. So that's where my slogan comes from, and that's why it is.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, I like that. So if y'all want it done right, make sure y'all get with Dr. Adrienne Horn. We got to put that in there because not many of us are a doctor. I want to be a doctor, so for me, it's like amazing. So it was a pleasure speaking with you today, and I'm going to make sure that I follow you and, continue your journey. And I really appreciate everything that you're doing because I'm an educator as well. And so I don't like English. But so to see that you do that and your friend, like that just shows a lot of young ladies that you can do what you love and still make your money because that 9-to-5 pays for that business on the side. So thank you so much. And one thing I have to say, when my daughter saw your picture, she said, is that the twin? I don't know if you get that often. She was like, is that the twin? I was like, what twin? She said, Tia and Tamara. So I was like, I had to do a double take. Do you ever get that? No?
Tell your daughter I said thank you.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to let her know. For real. Thank you so much. You're welcome.